I just filled up the Murcielago. Took 10 gallons. We've gone a little over 100 miles. Wizards.
6.5.
3.
We are back to steaming. Oh boy.
But that is not a healthy sign when a car does that. What's up, everybody? My name is Elliot, and today we have a very special road trip going on. What we're doing today is breaking in Tyler Hoover's Murcielago. It needs about 500 miles on that new transmission before it's broken in and can be driven hard. So what better way to do that than a cool car guy road trip? We're gonna be driving about 300 miles today and about 300 miles tomorrow. By then it'll be nice and broken in, and in the meantime we're gonna have an epic road trip with some really awesome cars. Rob's Aston Martin DB9, EuroAsian Bob's Viper. This is the SL600. That's what I'll be driving a lot of the time. And Johnny's 360, also the 360 from Car Trek. There's gonna be some variables here. These are fairly unreliable cars, I guess you could say. None of them are the kind of car you would normally take on a long drive, but considering the Wizard's going and the Car Ninja's going, I think we're gonna be just fine. And you know it's gonna be a good trip when the car with the smallest engine is a Ferrari 360. Every other car has at least a V10, but most of them have V12s. Now we just gotta wait for Tyler and the Wizard to show up, and then we can hit the road. Let's do this. The Tyler Hoover fleet has arrived. All right, we're heading out. Tyler, this trip's all for you. You ready? Is the car ready? Is the car gonna make it?
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah.
I hope.
You better hope it makes it.
I hope. That's the most money I've ever spent fixing a car, so yeah. Please.
I've been around for a while. With
Please.
Looks like everybody's firing up. Let's go. You ready, Johnny?
Ready?
All right. Oh, here we go. Look, I'm in an Aston Martin sandwich. There's one here. 2 silver V12 Aston Martins, and me, a silver V12 Mercedes. As you can see, I've got the windows up. Don't like that sort of thing. I think guys look like dorks when they put the top down but the windows up. But for this case, it's because of audio. The sun is beating down. It is 92 already. It's not even noon. But don't worry, because I have a C5 Corvette hat. Really coming in my transformation into full old man mode here. I do have the AC on, so that's nice. If it gets too much hotter, I might be putting the top up. I don't know. I don't want to seem like a sissy though if everybody else has their top down. This or not, but my descent into boomerdom is almost complete. I have now goofy sunglasses, the Corvette hat, windows up, roll bar with the screen up, and now I have iPhone headphones in while I'm in a convertible on the highway. Only way it could possibly get more boomer than this is if I actually had my golf clubs like sticking out of the back of this thing. The scenery is getting pretty good. As you can see, there's actually elevation change and there's some curvature to the road, which is different than Wichita at least. Man, I mean, you couldn't ask for a better trip, a better group of people to go on it with, or a better group of cars. And this SL is just killing it. It is such a good cruiser. This is what it was made for, eating up highway miles at a high rate of speed, comfortably, but with more power than you could ever imagine on tap. It's silly fast. and yet it's whisper quiet, and I'm as comfortable as I would be at home, other than my, obviously, attire and the sun. But if I put the top up, I would be basically as comfortable as I would be at home. So another thing, I have popped open an ice cold can of Zevia, and you can see these cup holders are goofy, like they pop out and they look all flimsy, but it holds the can perfectly upright. It's pretty cool. And this Zevia is keeping me nice and refreshed on this 91 degree top down day. Other things about this Mercedes that are a little weird, when you go to put on the turn signal, you know, you kind of reach up here, but this is the cruise control stock. So the turn signal is actually like down here. And so what's natural to reach down here, you kind of have to like move your hand down to do the turn signal. I know it's a BMW thing, but a lot of people in cars like this don't use their turn signal either, so I'm sure that I'm the first person to even notice that the turn signal is down that low. But these are just some things I'm learning about the car after 100 miles or so. All right, we have stopped for gas. Big surprise in cars like this. But I gotta go because Wizard's waiting on me. Are you low on gas? Yeah, I've got like half a tank myself. How's the car? This is the longest you've ever driven it, huh?
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. It's so good. How are you doing over there, Sweaty?
I really wish I hadn't gotten bullied into putting my top down.
The Corvette hat is probably why you're sweating.
Well, it's the whole boomer look. See, I've got Corvette hat, polo shirts, New Balance.
Yeah, you really are. You're doing it right.
Anyway, let's get some gas.
Lamborghini.
So I just filled up the Murcielago. It was about 10 gallons to go 100 miles.
10 miles per gallon.
10 miles per gallon. This one. Oh. Yeah. 6 and 6. And hopefully no fires.
6.5 gallons.
That's how Fred Tavarish's caught fire, but it's a convertible, so it's a little different than this.
I was gonna say you spilled gas on Wizard's Lamborghini, but I suppose it's yours, isn't it?
Yes, I'm just scared because this is how Freddie's Lambo burned to the ground before he bought it.
Look at this. Ninja with the refreshments.
I was waiting for you inside.
I know. Are you enjoying the drive?
Yeah,
Is it hot?
it is not too bad, except when Bob gets in front of me.
Oh yeah.
It's like a mosquito killer.
What town is this?
Cherryvale.
Cherryvale. Yeah.
Cherryvale, Kansas.
Elliot, they want to be in your video. Get in there.
Do they?
Yeah, they want to be famous.
Oh, okay. Who's they? It's townsfolk?
Yes.
Okay.
Get in there and talk to them.
Have you guys ever seen cars like this come through here?
No, well, yes, at prom time, but no.
At prom time, you guys
Yeah.
get Lamborghinis and Ferraris
We
at
did
prom?
have one Lamborghini, but
Oh.
other than that, no.
Yeah.
Non-Cherryville.
All right, restroom time. And also enjoy this AC while I still can. And I'm not gonna film this part. SL still running great. Of course, I put the windows back down and the windscreen down because this looks way cooler in this configuration. But I think it's time to get back on the road and sweat the rest of what I've got out.
Yes.
Enjoy your air conditioning, Wizard.
I am. I'm enjoying it greatly.
Okay, we are back on the road now. As you can see, boomer mode is re-engaged in the SL600 here. We'll pick it up at the next thing that happens. Okay, it has not been long since the last update, but I've gotten my first warning light of the trip. It shows this little symbol here, and I was like, what is that? And then the other display says, top up coolant, see owner's manual. So hopefully it'll just be fine, but you know, you never like to see a car with a big motor asking for more coolant on a really hot day. Fingers crossed, it'll just be fine. Okay, I didn't have the camera going. I just came around a corner and steam started coming out of all of the vents, and I looked down and the temp gauge shot up to the max, and now it went back to normal. I don't know, I'm guessing it just tried to like vent itself, but that was that was concerning to say the least. I'm going to be really taking it easy. I'm pretty sure we're close, but that is not a healthy sign when a car does that. Come on, car, you can make it. We just got to get there, and then the ninja or the wizard will look at you. Come on, car. You can do it.
Okay, we are back to steaming. Oh boy. Hopefully that's coming through.
It's never good when the car is steaming like that.
Steaming out of the hood there. Oh boy. Like I said, she's getting real hot. There's no
Yeah.
so what I think I bet it's doing is overflowing right into the
Is the fan working?
Yeah, it's working, but it is getting hot. And like I said, there's no overflow. See, that's missing.
I've been seeing something dripping out of there. I don't know if it's
Yeah, like I said, it came into the cabin and I was like, uh-oh.
Well, it sucked it in through the vent, but
Where is
there's
it?
no. Well, I mean the overflow tube is not there, so.
Yeah.
Well, out of all of the cars to have a somewhat issue, first of all, I want to say it still made it. Still made it. That's what's key.
But this is the one that ended up being a little steamy. But it's not a big deal. That's all right. It'll cool down. Everything else, happy. Everyone else, good?
Yep.
I'm kind of ruining the picture here with the hood up.
Right? Isn't that though perfect? I mean, right?
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's the behind the scenes of this perfect trip. It's the steaming Mercedes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're heading on to the house, but we have to leave this car here because that temp is pegged. So I'm gonna get all my stuff, and looks like we're leaving the car here for a minute. All right, so left the SL in that parking lot, riding with Bob now to the rest of the way to the destination until we can top it off with coolant. It's gonna be fine, but you know, what would a road trip be without a minor hiccup? And the best part is it really waited until we got here. So, oh, but look at this drive. It is just,
Yeah, check out the drive, man.
this is just awesome. And what a sweet. And, you know, what a car to do it in. All right, it's the next day. We had to leave the SL here overnight because the temp needle was just pegged. It was steaming. It was low on coolant. It just wasn't a smart move to drive it the rest of the way, which luckily wasn't that far. But this morning, Bob and I went out in the Viper, got some coolant. We're gonna top it off and let it idle for a little bit before getting back on the road. So hopefully it was just a little low on coolant and can make the rest of the drive.
Okay, one right,
Uh-huh.
and then the breather hole. Okay.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, it's gonna come out in a nice stream.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the pro move.
We were topping it off.
Trying to see what was going on, and it looks like it is leaking right out of the bottom of something, and back here. I think it's running down the body.
Okay, so I'm in the Viper now. We're taking the SL back to the house because it is just pissing coolant. And I will try to show up there. There's Bob now. It is just, it might be hard to tell, but it's leaking coolant. It is leaving a stream of coolant as we're driving, so that is just never a good sign. That poor car. It made it the whole way. I'm so impressed, but something's definitely up with it. Either way, it looks like I'm not driving it back, so. In the meantime, though, we are driving this rare Viper. Beautiful color. Almost all of these were red or black, and this one is a really cool green with like this tan interior. It's just a gorgeous spec. But anyway, I do have to go. So, like I said, I'll pick this up when I know what we're doing next. All right, so we got the car back to the house. It was obviously leaking even more. We were pouring water in, trying to isolate the leak. But the good news is Johnny found the leak, and it's something simple, right?
Yeah, heater control valve. Very simple fix.
Okay. So unfortunately the car's not drivable, but that's good that it's a really simple fix. It just sucks we can't drive it back. It's all right, because I should be riding with Johnny, and it'll still be a fun drive. But good news that the car isn't like totally screwed, because I was really worried about that. That's not good news whenever somebody lets you borrow a car and then it starts leaking coolant in a massive, massive way. So, not my fault, one, and two, car is gonna be fine. So, now it's time to hit the road. All right, so now we are getting back on the road. As you can see, I've switched cars again. riding with Johnny. Should be another fun top-down trip in the heat. But this gorgeous drive right now, we got the view of the Murcielago in front of us. Unbeatable view, unbeatable noises. This will be another fun drive. Right, Johnny? You ready?
Of course, yeah.
We're in Chitopa, Kansas right now. Wizard?
What's up?
How's it going? How's your air conditioning?
It's wonderful.
Oh, you lucky, lucky dog. Because we are some toasty boys in the Ferrari. How's the toupee?
It's actually much better than I thought.
It's quiet?
Yeah.
Even at highway speeds?
Yeah.
Huh?
The water bottle have a track down the bottom and it's just squirting. Drink it.
It just looks like a tent top. It's crazy.
That's what was going on.
AC is wonderful.
Oh, you rub it in. Rub it in.
All right, we good? I'm good. So
Yep.
we're good.
All right, let's do it.
So.
Okay, we have only barely left town, but it appears as if Tyler is having an issue with the toupee on the Murcielago, so
Look at freaking Bob.
let's see what's going on here.
What has happened?
Don't you hate it when your toupee comes off?
Yeah, I saw you holding it with your hand, but
Like Trump in the wind?
just the Velcro, or?
Yeah, Velcro and then this snap.
Look at me helping.
All right, you good?
Good.
All right.
All right, well, we're back on the road. You're probably not gonna be able to hear anything because it's windy. Looks like we're just gonna be on for another 200 miles. Wheezy! Okay. We have some police action. I guess it was bound to happen at some point. Hard to tell, but the police pulled over at least 3 of us, and Johnny and I and Tyler have stopped as well.
We're faster, we moved, we gone.
Bob just kept going.
Where's Bob? He's gone.
He did, he waved and he went by. Let's get out and see what we can see. Well, they're pulled over way down there, but I guess we've determined it's not our problem, so. So I guess onward we go. All right, we found Bob a little further down the road. So what do you think, Johnny? You glad it wasn't you?
Yeah, that's why I always stay in the middle.
Stay in the middle of the pack in a trip like this. Kind of stay out of trouble, or at least you're not the one who gets in the trouble. One of the first people does it. Anyway, they are way back there, but we have this nice little scenic pull-off all to ourselves. So Tyler called, and I guess they got Michael and Wizard speeding, but not sure for how much yet. I'm glad it's not us, and we didn't stick around to wait to talk to the officers. So we're on the way. We've only got like 75 more miles, so it shouldn't take too long. I forgot to mention this earlier. I burned my leg getting out of the Viper, and Johnny said put toothpaste on it.
I'm gonna move right here, guys. I'm gonna move right here.
So now I'm walking around with like a toothpaste smear on my leg, like an idiot. But I will say, I will say it burned at first more, but it worked. Yeah, he says it's not gonna scar. I believe him. And even if it was a scar, it's kind of a cool scar. Viper exhaust. Could be worse. Anyway, now we're just waiting for these other guys to get. Fuck. Anyway, now we're just waiting for these other guys to
Talking
finally
is really
get back
hard
here.
in front of the camera. It's difficult.
It is.
It's
My first time.
You
You do everything on your first take.
No.
All right, I guess we're getting back on the road. I'm gonna be driving. I'll be driving for the rest of this stretch. I don't really know how long it is. It can't be that far, but at least I'll get a little Ferrari time in. That'll be good. Freaking bus. Oh, that's gonna be blowing so much dirt in here. Oh, don't stop, Michael. We're on the home stretch home. Needless to say, no more speeding from anybody in the group. And man, what a trip though. Yeah, a lot of fun. Only lost one car. It's not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah.
And
Easy fix though.
yes, easy fix. That's the key. That's okay. I said I'd update you guys when the next thing happened.
Free cop in the city almost.
So we got a call as we were on our way back that somebody attempted to break in, so we had to fly here and try to get here while the cops were still here. Johnny's in there talking to him now, but that was a spirited drive, I guess you could say. Good thing we were in the right car for it. Boy howdy, what an exciting day. Okay, so not entirely clear on what happened yet. Johnny and Mike from Velocity Garage, shout out, are in there talking to the police now. But there's a lot of action. There's a Nissan Maxima with like some cords hanging out of it. I really don't know what's happening. I don't really know what the legalities are of recording these sorts of things, but you know, we'll try our best here. All right, well, we're probably not gonna be able to tell what's going on. It's not like the police are gonna tell us. All we know so far is that somebody was attempting to break in. They were unsuccessful. Mike from Velocity Garage found them, stopped them, and detained them. He's also a police officer, and called his buddies, and as you can see, they showed up. Anyway, what a climactic end to this trip. So yeah, I'm getting my stuff. I gotta ride home with somebody else now. I'm playing musical cars. But on this weird note, I think I'm gonna end the video. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the normal YouTube stuff, and I'll see you on the next video.